Good evening and welcome back to Let's Play The Witcher 2. When we left off last time, we made it to Vergen, and it's kind of awesome. It's a dwarven town, and I'm so excited to be in a town that primarily isn't human. I mean, after Vizima and the nastiness that ended up there, all the gross that was Flotsam. To a lesser degree, Lobenden seemed pretty cool. Flotsam was horrible. Murky Waters from Witcher 1 wasn't bad, but they were all human-dominated towns, and it's really nice to be somewhere that's not just humans and all of their non-humans are stuck in a ghetto bad part of town or something. You know, this is Dwarf Central. I love it. So, we need to keep exploring. I think we're getting close to done, but gotta check it all out. So, what's actually... Ooh, what are you fellas? Are you guarding or you're just taking a break? They're just taking a break. They're dressed like guards, though.
Greetings.
Greetings.
Okay. Huh?
Huh?
Okay.
Alright, hopefully I haven't already been in this building. I'm kind of bad at figuring out where I have been and where I have not. Just ones. Plain, just sword. That's all it is. It's almost intriguing, except I worry if I pick it up, it's not going to be that good, and then I'm going to have to immediately dump it because of weight issues. We'll leave it.
Greetings.
Greetings. Okay, I really want to get down in this mine and have a look at all the problems you guys are facing. Although I don't know if the game... I'm wondering if it'll force me to do the counsel first. Before, like, maybe I'll have some kind of block to of access to the mine until I do it. Apologies if I sounded all weird. I'm some kind of sick. Some sort of throat ick, so... If I'm a little scratchy or stuffed up or anything, that's what's going on there. Alright, how do we get down here? Okay, looks like there's maybe stairs over here. I talked to you. Yeah, we went by. I bought stuff from you. Oh, because I wasn't thinking this is the mine. I thought this was the castle. This isn't though, is it? Who are you dressed a whole lot like Vernon Roach, but not Vernon Roach? You almost tricked me there, buddy. Okay, yeah, I looked at all this. What's this that I didn't take? All humans and elves, as well as dwarves concerned for the safety of their beards, are hereby advised that a profuse, I don't know how you say that, esteemed round the world has arrived in Vergen. Felicia Corey, for that is name of the lovely lass, is a true magician with her shears, to which I can attest personally. Oh, I can change up my hair and stuff here. I encourage all townsfolk to partake of her services, as it will not do for visitors to claim that crows make their nests in dwarven beards, and Vergen is a backwater immune to all manner of novelties and fashions. Mademoiselle Corey provides services on Runduran Square, very near the cauldron. She's quick, clean, and efficient, and her prices are more than reasonable. Alright. I don't know that we'll bother buying anything. Maybe. Okay, let's go in here. I think we've gone around pretty much everywhere else. So this is just a tavern, right? Oh, look it.
You let one thing in and no time you've got a swarm.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Women need only sit astride a man's pants for their bellies to pop up.
It takes a little more than that, but
Greetings. Hee-ho, hee-ho, hee-ho. Hello.
I don't intend to try to overrun anything. I love that your town is a dwarven town. It's wonderful. Hello there.
Business or rest?
Rest. And maybe some trading.
Ah, welcome. How can I help you?
Do I even care about my storage right now? Oh, I put the Raven's armor in there. I should just sell that, shouldn't I? I should sell it. Okay. Why am I holding on to that? Maybe I should sell that. Yeah, I think we will put the trophies I'm not using in here. I don't want to sell them. They're my mementos, but, you know, they do have weight that will contribute to over-encumbrance, so that'll do. Now, who else is in here?
No pig can jump higher than the snout.
Their freedom and ours.
What are you guys talking about over here? Visivhag. It sounds like they don't much care about their non-human desire for equality.
I am your
In which case, what are you guys even doing here?
He travels the lands, killing monsters for coin.
How's he got those glistening eyes?
To better see the monsters with.
Things this world has to bear.
Oh, it's gonna be the fighting over there, isn't it? We'll get to it in a minute. What else we got going on here? What's the store you're guarding? Or maybe that's just the room you're staying in.
This shall be your chamber, Witcher.
Oh!
They say Selkirk of Gullet himself slept in this bed before battle. Didn't bring him any luck. But at least he was well rested before he died. Need anything else?
Think I'm good for the moment. Okay, yep, sorry, forgot that you were the guy leading me around. Store or collect items. Okay, that's handy, so I can bypass the innkeeper altogether if I want to. Can we talk anymore?
Geralt, right. My uncles told me a lot about you. Nice work with those spectres. And Saskia. Well, I wager the gods didn't think you could save her.
Glad it did.
Your uncle?
Cecil.
Oh,
I help him out
no.
here and there managing Vergen. Scaling burdens, my name.
Nice to meet you.
So, wanna arm wrestle? Now let's talk about some things first.
What'll you do when the battle rolls around?
I'll be right out front fighting.
Alright.
Uncle Cecil's allowed it. Says I'm an adult. I'm gonna kick some kid when he asks.
Good for you.
No fears?
Of what? My uncle believes I can do it. And Yarpen taught me how to swing an axe with follow-through. I'll smash a few heads. Then go to the tavern and drink till I drop.
I hope that you're right. I hope you make it through. Yeah, Cecil will be proud, and I don't want to dampen your spirits, but just watch out for yourself, okay?
Battles are unpredictable, and this'll be your first. You'll have to kill, wade through piles of bloody corpses.
I don't want to talk him out of it.
Down yourself. Sure you're ready
Just
for this.
make sure that you're
To
prepared.
tell the truth, I'm shitting myself a bit. Straw dummies. That's all I've swung at so far.
Listen, you can do it, okay?
When I think on what's going to happen here. But, all for one and one for all, right?
Right, that's the
Just
right
don't tell
attitude.
my uncle, please. He's thrashed me a few times already for talk like that.
I won't say a word.
No, it's okay to have doubts. It's healthy to have doubts. Keep you cautious on the battlefield. You still gotta fight, because you're right. Everybody's got to chip in on this. It's a worthy cause. Speaking of, I'm in kind of a weird position here. I really want to buy into the elves' hope in Saskia. Elves and dwarves, because look, they're all behind her too. I really want her to be everything that they're saying she is, and I want to see her take some kind of position of authority and build this land where all the humans and non-humans and everybody's treated equally. I really want that to happen. I'm afraid that game is going to just totally crush that hope. I'm afraid to let myself hope too much, but it's hard not to, because it would be so wonderful. It would be so great. I would like to, after going through all the books and everything, and going through Game 1, and then the situation we just had in Flotsam, and seeing all these elves and dwarves and everybody just constantly ground under heel, riot after riot, all these nasty things always happening to them, being deprived of all of their ancestral lands. I really, really want them to have some kind of win. I want some kind of solution, some answer to this problem of the race relations. I want Saskia to be able to change everything. I want her to be the hero that they're saying she is. I really, really do. But I am terrified that the game is going to orchestrate things so that she dies or something. Because it would be fitting with the world of The Witcher that no, everything is broken and there can never be a peaceful resolution because humans suck. So I'm nervous. I really want it to work out, and I'm afraid it's not gonna, and it's gonna be painful when it doesn't work out. Alright. What about your uncle?
Is Cecil your guardian?
Aye. Ever since my parents passed on. They took me in, fed me, Taught me a profession and how to live, really.
How did your parents die?
During one of the massacres Demavend arranged.
See? See?
But I'd rather not talk of that.
Sure, sorry.
Just so much they've had to endure, so much hate directed at them, just for not being human. Can't we have some sort of happy ending for them? Some kind of valid hope? I mean, I know they had it in the books with the whole creation of Dol Blithana, but even that was not a real hope. There's a vague hope there, because it still exists. It's just a vassal of Nilfgaard. And Nilfgaard is just manipulating all the Skoetel, but, I mean, I guess it's something, but it's... I'd like an alternative. Plus, it's also a start. It's not enough. There's multiple human kingdoms, empires, whatever. There needs to be more than just one country for all of the elves and the dwarves and the halflings and everything of the world. We need some diversity, guys. Come on. Do you want to arm wrestle?
Hey, Scalen, wanna arm wrestle?
I really like to wrestle, but...
This is the wrong place.
It's not the contest of the century, I just want to test you.
Steady on! I've got conditions.
Oh,
First, you have to beat Yarpen and Sheldon.
you're high up on the arm wrestling list, huh? Okay.
Who should I challenge?
Well, you just
Those
said.
chumps. Yarpen Zigrin and Sheldon Skaggs.
Very well. We'll do it. Okay, so that was my room. Who's next door to me? No telling yet. Alright. Oh, that's a bowl. It took me a second. It looked almost like a nest with some eggs in it. Huh. Okay, and I think this is the last room up here, right? So, we got hanging out in here. Again, nobody yet. Well, it's still daytime. They're out and about doing whatever. Nothing interesting in here. Oh, one more room. I was wrong. Alright. Let's check out the fighting.
Between the eyes.
How goes it?
Since when do noblemen fight peasants?
Sign of the times. Saskia treats the peasantry as our equals. And once you let a dog inside, it'll never sleep in the
They're not
house.
dogs. Peasants aren't
But that's
dogs.
not for me to judge. The point is, you can make good coin on fistfights. Care to give it a go?
If I get to fight you.
Each contender puts down his stake, which rises the more fights he wins. If you want to fight, put down some coin.
Let's do it.
Up for the next fight, or are you just going to stand there and go?
I really hope I get to fight you.
Any rules to this?
Oh, that was exactly
Each
what we just said.
contender.
Okay, yeah. Let's do it.
A worthy contender, please.
For starters, you'll fight a novice.
Very well.
Stand and fight, but first, show me your coin.
Let's
In
do it.
that case, betting is now open.
Alright. Should be pretty easy.
Don't be afraid of him.
Who am I fighting? I didn't even get this guy's name.
Stop stroking him and wrap him up.
Ooh, okay, that's pretty rough, right? There you go.
Finally, an end to the flailing and someone with a touch of finesse. The pool is yours.
Right then,
You're
who's
moving
next?
Up the ranks, sir, just like your winnings. Ready for another fight?
Let's do it.
A worthy contender, please.
The better the opponent, the better the fight. The better the fight, the higher the stakes. The higher the stakes, the bigger the winnings.
Yep, let's just get to battling here.
In that case, betting is now open. Bite his balls!
Do what? Oh, A.
Slug him between the eyes.
Nice brutal headbutt. Gotta always appreciate that.
Don't be afraid of him! That was a sight for sore eyes. Beautiful fight. Congratulations on your win.
Thanks.
You're moving up the ranks, sir, just like your winnings. Ready for another fight?
Yeah, let's go all the way to the top with this. Might as well knock it right out.
A worthy contender, please.
Excellent. This is the strongest lad I know. He's knackered many a plough horse.
Why is he knackering
The
plough
fortune
horses?
he's made in his fist-fighting career makes many a nobleman green with envy. Place your bets. Hurry, before it's too late. In that case, betting is now open. Stop stroking him and wrap him up!
Ah, big guy. Alright. Oops. Well, I missed the D, but I caught the S.
Bite his balls!
Am I hearing that right? Is he saying bite his balls? It doesn't seem like a very good fighting tactic.
Finally, an end to the flailing and someone with a touch of finesse. The pool is yours. A wonderful show of strength, precision, and agility.
Is that all you got?
Seems there's no one left to challenge the new champion.
Alright then.
You couldn't be more wrong.
Oh?
Sir Silbrand,
It is I.
funny seeing you here. You've always claimed such fights were a primitive diversion for commoners.
A true knight duels another in the exquisite company of ladies and real gentlemen.
Oh, whatever.
Oh, I'll never forget the great achievements of Selkirk in the tourneys.
On many occasions did my brother prove his greatness. Alas, the world's going to the dogs. Today a knight must challenge commoners to prove his bravery.
Oh, boo-hoo
But
for
there's
you.
a witcher among you. And though his blood is no match for mine, his warring mastery is satisfactory. Perhaps when he drops to the ground at my feet, you'll realize I'm not merely Selkirk's brother. I'll be known as Silgrad, every witcher's worst nightmare.
Please let me just
I
beat the
challenge
crap
you,
out of this
Witcher.
guy.
The wager is 2 sacks of gold. Believe me, Silgrad doesn't challenge any old servant.
I almost want to say no out of contempt to you, but I don't think that it would be a no with contempt. Although I want to. But I don't know, more than that, I think I want to just pound you into pulp to wipe that smug tone out of your voice. Let's do it.
You want to prove you're your brother's equal? Show me what you're made of.
Stand and fight.
Bite his balls!
Maybe this is one whose balls we should bite. No. Oops. Missed the first one. That sucks. D. There we go. A flawless victory would have been better, but whatever. We're still gonna take this guy out. A true fighter's one in the show with the audience of novels and light. Whatever, guy. You little wannabe.
You won. Finish me.
I'm not gonna kill you, idiot.
I'm no murderer. Besides, it was only a fist fight.
Get over yourself.
I'd rather have died at your hands.
Oh my god, you were so
It was
ridiculous.
an honest fight, just like you wanted.
You fail to understand. My reputation is ruined. My honor gone.
Well, your reputation kind of sucked in the
Last
first
year,
place.
a pile of coin. Not sure I care about your reputation.
Yeah.
We'll meet again. Silgrad forgets no insult.
And I'll whip you again. Go for it.
Congratulations to the victors, and thanks to the vanquished.
He's the one who stepped into this.
Mastery Witcher, fighting you is an honor. Let's tend to the pool.
Let's do.
Slug it between the eyes.
Alright,
We're
so...
all on break. If you want to fight, come back later.
Nah, I think I'm done fighting.
Not the hour for punch-ups. Come back later.
I'm sure we have not seen the last of Salgrat. He'll be back, but...
Greetings!
Wait, what was your name? I thought your last name was Bomber. It is. That's magnificent.
That's how it is these days. Mages have descended from their towers and installed themselves at court.
And a mage and war. Even worse, a sorcerer.
Who are you guys, and why are you even here?
Did I mention something? Got to hand it to the hags. They can do more than chatter. They're brave and effective.
Yeah, it looks like all you guys are doing is
Sabrina
chattering.
Gladysig, who used to pound the table with her fist when Hansel spoke.
Fancy taking on a dwarf?
Oh. Yeah, let's do it. For all the money. Okay. Ooh, too much, too much, too much! No!
Change the fate of kingdoms.
Oh shoot, this dwarf's gonna beat me.
Sets me to the reach.
Okay, got it.
At your service.
You're tough as Mahakaman steel. The prize money is yours.
Thank you. Also, thank you for knowing how to do these kinds of things and just losing gracefully instead of whining about you want me to kill you in
I
something
can see
dumb.
that your arm's itching.
Yeah, but you're not actually someone that I need to fight
Had you been
or
before
arm
the
wrestle.
dead? He only recently stopped murdering humans.
He regrets that decision.
Who only recently stopped murdering humans?
Maybe he thinks he's made a mistake.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time a woman proved a man's doom.
Who are you guys talking about now? Alright, I should just leave them alone. Okay, so we've got some things to do. Probably the most important thing is we should go to that council meeting. Let's see what everybody has to say. We'll worry about side questing after that. So then, and I'm pretty sure that's already the one that's... No, why are we tracking a score to settle? I don't care about that. Go to the War Council. I have a feeling that's gonna happen all on its own. Like, he'll just pop up somewhere when I'm not expecting him. What a whiny sore loser he is. Decides he's gonna descend into the commonness of a fist fight because he thinks he's got an easy chance to steal some glory or something. And then it doesn't work out, and instead of just admitting it and moving on with his life, he's got to turn it into this big thing. Whatever.
Greetings.
Greetings. Alright. Here we go. Is this the room? Oh, ooh. I haven't quick saved in quite a while. I should have really done that. Oh well. We'll see how it goes here.
You missed quite a scrap, gentlemen, and an opportunity to slay a monarch. There was a struggle and the prince was wounded.
You've all seen the magical phenomenon covering the battlefield. For any who still have doubts, this is no mundane mist, nor a petty fairground illusion. Most likely, we're up against a blood curse, an old and powerful spell.
Alright, how do we track down its origins?
We do not know who cast it or why. For now, I have one piece of good news and several pieces of bad news. The good news is that Henselt and his army have been halted for the time being.
And the bad news?
The mist will grow. It may even engulf Vergen. Furthermore, wraiths may emerge from it.
Alright, so what do we do?
Be made penitent, with an axe to the head.
In theory, yes. But I would suggest putting your faith in a silver weapon.
That's nice that his hand's going through that
Furthermore,
chair.
the ghosts will weaken as they move away from the mist.
Well, that's a good thing.
Any way to drive it off? Exorcise it.
A question for myself and Geralt of Rivia.
The Kingslayer?
I didn't slay
Contrary
any
to what
kings.
old women at the wells say, he did not, in fact, slay any kings.
See, she knows.
Of course he did.
She keeps right on top of
Wouldn't
all
hurt
of
a
this.
fly, that one. Look at his eyes. You'll see he's the sensitive kind.
Yarpen.
Whatever you may see in his eyes, few know more about lifting curses. Gentlemen, I do not require you to understand this phenomenon, but there are a few rules I insist you must follow.
Here we go.
No one is to approach the mist. It is mortally dangerous. In addition, we need to learn the story of the battle. For this, I especially count on the aid of Mr. Cecil Burden.
At your service, milady.
Thank you. To lift the curse, we require some objects symbolic of the war. Ones belonging to those who perished here 3 years past.
Oh, so this isn't that old of a
More
sort of
scrap
curse then,
iron
huh?
from that massacre lying about than lice in Cecil's beard. I thought curses were best handled with...
Please leave the thinking to me, Mr. Zigrin, and I'd gladly hear less from you from now on.
The objects must be magically active and strictly linked to the ghosts of the fallen.
Okay, so we need some
That
names
is
of the
all.
fallen.
Let me be clear. You're all to aid Philippa and the Witcher. What are you grumbling about now, Yarpen?
It's something in my gullet.
Take a swig of wine. Now, to worldly matters. How many are we?
Saskia, you know well,
How many?
we dwarves are near 200. But don't judge us by our number.
1,000 peasants will come, though you'll get no precise count.
My lords?
53 knights and another 200 armed men. Not enough.
We'll have to make it work.
Henselt leads 5,000. 5 to 1 against us. What think you of that?
We are few, they are many. But we have our walls, low though they be. If we had archers, who knows?
Well, we got some
A
Scoia'tael.
regiment of heavy arbalists from Lyria.
We have something better. Yorvith's elves. Scoia'tael.
Oh. Yeah. Here he comes. Why wasn't he here from the start? Nice of you to join the meeting, Yorvith.
Gentlemen, I give you Yorvith.
What do you seek here, murderer?
Hey, Becca, he's coming here to help you.
Best archers await your orders, Dragon Slayer.
You wished for archers? Here they are.
Yep.
I take no pleasure in fraternizing with elves. But even a shit-coated stick can be a weapon.
He
Well.
burned down the villages of many in my horde.
Well,
The free peasantry is one thing, but a criminal with a price on his head in all the northern realms? This is too much.
well, what else are you gonna do?
Saskia, say the word and we'll depart.
Hear me out. Yorvith came to fight for me. I trust him, and I know that he'll stay the course. Just like each of you.
How could you know that? He's an elf! Treason runs in his veins!
You're
He's
ridiculous.
been fighting humans for a century.
Because humans have been
But
fighting
for the
his
first
kind.
time in scores of years, his fight makes sense. The Scoia'tael know no peace. They've died for Nilfgaard, for the Valley of the Flowers, in vain. They've been betrayed and cheated.
They have.
Now they have a new goal. The Pontar Valley could be the first state where no man would have to fear elven arrows when venturing beyond city walls. And elves and dwarves wouldn't live in ghettos or on reservations.
I want to see it
First,
happen.
However, we have a battle to win. You know who we're up against. It's a splendid army, brave and well led. They cannot be scared off or routed. They have to be killed. I want Yorvith to sit at the same table as we do. I want him to kill Cadweni for us. And I assure you that he'll do so with a smile, if only you let him.
If I'm to see a smile on that skinny face, I'm in. Yorvith stays.
Thanks, Yarpen.
Bloody hell! Father's turning in his grave, but a must's a must. I say aye. Nay.
Too bad.
You killed my men, elf. Remember
What
them?
else are you gonna do,
If I
huh?
hadn't killed them, they'd have killed me.
Yeah, both. There's wrong on both sides.
For the sake of better times, and for Kedwin's doom, aye!
Exactly.
Down with the
You
sons
gotta
of
start making a
bitches.
peace somewhere.
Cheers!
So here you go. Work together. Looks like you're outvoted. One singular nay, so too bad. Is he gonna be a problem about this, though? Oh, that doesn't look good. Is she okay? Did someone poison her? Oh, come on, don't... She can't be
Poison.
already...
She's dying. Take her somewhere safe and guard her with your lives. I'll gather what I need and join you soon.
Who poisoned her?
I'll place my best warriors on watch.
Quickly, lads! A litter!
Don't destroy my hope already.
She ceased casting spells.
Who's casting spells if Philippa's out here? Oh, that wasn't... They're wearing... That was weird. There's someone standing out here looking a lot like
Is
her.
she alive?
In a manner of speaking.
What do you mean?
I've slowed her life functions as far as possible. Her condition is stable.
Well, what do we do to make it better? Okay. Can you heal her is most important, but...
Do you know the poison?
Thaumadour, commonly known as mage pain. It has a terrible reputation.
An antidote must exist.
Yeah, what can we do? Okay, we just asked what was the poison.
What can we do?
treatment will require herbs, magic, and blood.
What kind of blood?
Ordinary blood, I presume.
Correct. We require royal blood.
We could use Letho right now.
What about that prince that we had in there? He's royal. He's supposed to be on her team. Let's get some of his.
The nearest king is on the other side of the Mist of Wraiths.
Well, does it have to be
You
a king?
misunderstood me.
Can't it be a prince?
It need not be the blood of a ruling monarch. It is the genotype contained in royal blood that is required. Kings issue from ancient dynasties. Over the ages, to survive, rulers needed exceptional resistance and strength. As royal dynasties rarely admit common blood, the strength of their genes remains great.
All right,
I shall
stun us
employ
then.
self-healing genetic therapy that will teach Saskia's body how to rid itself of the poison.
You'll have her drink human blood.
Well, if she has to.
I shall inject it directly into her heart.
There you go. So Stennis then. He's a prince, right? Problem solved. Okay, and we'll take on the herbs.
What kind of herbs are we talking about?
I'll need a subterranean variety of purple foxglove, known to the dwarves as the Immortelle.
Okay.
And an elven rose of remembrance.
I think I might happen to have one of those. Or, no, oh, we gave it to Triss. Alright.
Where will we find immortals?
They grow deep beneath the earth, which should not be a problem as Vergen lies on top of a mine.
And I need to go down there anyway.
Help Saskia.
Mage pain wreaks havoc in internal tissues. The Immortelle will help restore them.
Alright. Now, the Rose of Remembrance.
Triss had a Rose of Remembrance. She claimed the flowers are exceptional.
Long ago, the Enshe who succeeded in cultivating the roses enjoyed great respect.
Times have changed.
As have elves.
Well, they've kind of had to.
Elven gardens nearby. We must return to Flotsam.
Triss has a Rose of Remembrance from Flotsam. It's her we need to find.
Well, we do need to find her, so I mean, that does take care of all of it at once, so. Okay, okay. So that ties in nicely with the goals we already have. I am all about, I want to see this Elven State with Saskia at the head happen. I don't know how much Geralt cares about that. But, you know, if we focus on finding Triss, then that kind of coincides with helping out Saskia. Works for me.
What else do you need to heal Saskia?
Thaumadour is a self-perpetuating substance. Any incursion into a cluster of poisoned cells causes an immediate chain reaction. Each tainted cell that is removed is replaced by 10 new tainted cells. To interrupt this reaction, I'll need an ungodly amount of the power.
How do we do that?
Water or air genie,
What?
or one of the 20 legendary rings of power would be best.
Really?
One to bring them all and in the darkness bind them.
Right. And then I'll have to run barefoot to the top of the volcano.
All right. Let's forget the rings. I need a vast quantity of the power, no matter the source. Find something.
An immortelle, a Rose of Remembrance, royal blood and magic sounds like a fairy tale.
Well,
A poor one at that. No prince's kiss to top things off.
I wish it were a fairy tale, especially a poor one, as a happy ending would then be inevitable. May I count on your help, Geralt?
absolutely.
Nay. What about the Battle of Wraiths?
I must first see if the spells keeping Saskia alive are in order. Then we'll consider how best to send the spectres to their rest.
All right.
Actually, you could tend to that yourself. Ask the locals about the battle. Maybe you'll learn something.
All right.
In
Sounds
that
like a plan.
case, I shall search for the poisoner.
Best of luck to you, Yorveth. I want to know who did this too. Also, what kind of security do we have around her that was even able to happen? Okay, I don't need to go in. It's fine. Find Sultan at the inn, huh? Oh, what's this? Do we play it? I don't think I need the X. Okay. So then, find the Dunbanner's Standard and Vandergriff's Sword. Yeah, go to Stennis to get royal blood. Makes sense. Alright, so what do we want to work on first? The royal blood seems like it should be the easiest, right? We just go to him and be like, hey, we need this. It's a shame Philippa didn't demand a crocodile's tears and a sorceress's smile as ingredients of the antidote for Saskia. I believe the Witcher would have had an easier time obtaining either of those. As it was, he had to acquire some royal blood. Literally. There were only 2 potential donors in the area, Henselt and Stennis. Well, I mean, Stennis is helping us out, right? So, should be a simple thing to accomplish. Let's do that. Talk to Philippa at her home. A little later. All these quests updating. Okay, what's gonna... I'm probably going the wrong way. This isn't gonna do it. Alright, let's look at the bigger map. Where is this guy? Royal Blood. He's like way over here. How do I get over there? Oh, through... Okay, so like up here. And then over through that tunnel. I think. Let's try it.
Remember, there's an elves and elf. So,
And then this tunnel?
I'm on my way to the recruiting.
I never finished telling you about the wedding. So, we were working at the fort, and work was...
Is this gonna loop where I need to be? He'd be in the castle, right? That makes sense, right? Okay, yeah, this looks good. Aha! Alright, you.
Pray tell, what compels you to disturb the Prince of Edern, Witcher?
Well, our hero was just poisoned.
And you believe I should answer them instead of setting my dogs on you?
What is your problem?
Your Highness has enough foes. Here, abroad, in Vengerberg.
The intricacies of succession are not something I wish to discuss with an itinerant monster slayer.
Calm down. Man, this guy sucks. Alright, so. Alright.
Succession is the topic of choice in about every inn in the country. I don't know for sure, but I think the hangman of Vengerberg was the last to claim the throne.
My patience has its limits, and at present, only my respect for Lady Saskia restrains my anger.
It's not well
Come
restrained.
To the point, or leave me be.
Don't change the subject, Prince.
So be it. Let us set our differences aside and speak as equals.
Thank you.
Then tell me what you're doing so far away from the capital. Why aren't you in Vengerberg being crowned?
Well, sadly, my position is not strong there. My father emboldened the nobles. The great families have decided in this hour, so critical for the realm, to revolt.
Your title to the throne is indisputable.
Edern has become a lawless land, ruled by those who wield might, by those whom people follow. I intend to show just how worthy I am of the crown, and thus claim what's mine.
By returning to Vengerberg a hero, there should be no shortage of opportunities here.
I don't like your tone, Witcher.
So then. So where's Saskia fit into all this? So we know that Letho's killing all of these kings, and Yorvith is in support of that, and he wants Saskia to take a throne. But what throne? Of all of the kingdoms that have been left without a ruler? One in particular? Okay.
I'm trying to figure out where this fog came from. What exactly happened here 3 years ago?
Henselt's mages committed mass murder. A dark day for the knighthood and all people of honor. But it was honor that allowed us to survive. There was no defeat, no victory. Honor stood against wickedness, virtue against black magic.
Could you be more specific?
Part in that battle?
My father stayed in the capital. He was to defend Vengerberg. I took to the field.
Name some names,
I wanted
buddy.
to stop Henselt before he crossed the Pontar, but I was too late. So I decided to await him at Vergen. Henselt's army was exhausted. We would have triumphed if not for that heinous act.
What heinous act?
Henselt had mages with him, and they cast a treacherous spell on the entire battlefield. A fiery rain fell from the heavens. Destructive, murderous embers which brought the battle to an end. I gathered the few survivors and withdrew deep into the country. The soldiers were terrified, but Henselt showed no desire to pursue.
So, who cast the spells? Do you know specifically the mages?
Only a master mage could have cast such a powerful spell, and I suspect he could not have accomplished it alone.
I remember Sabrina Glevesig. Through the flames I saw her observing the carnage from her mount, dressed in a hunting suit. Straight-backed, dispassionate.
Sabrina, huh?
Sabrina. If I remember correctly, she's Henselt's advisor.
Was. Henselt condemned her to death for casting that spell. The Kedwenis roasted in their armor, just the same way the Edirnians did.
So what happened to her?
What struck me when all hell broke loose? What I found astonishing and even amusing? Going into battle, we sang our Edirnian songs. They intoned their Kidweni hymns to Creve. But when fire descended from the sky, our cries of pain were no different. We all wailed as humans. For an instant, the magnitude of the tragedy brought together our two warring nations.
I still have no idea where the spectral fog came from.
I'm afraid I don't know either.
Well, we got something to follow up on, though. Sabrina, huh? No, you said she was sentenced to death, but did he actually manage to kill her? Because it seems like maybe she could have escaped that if she wanted to try, just teleport away or something.
You might be surprised, Prince, but I have more political experience than I'd like.
The famous Geralt of Rivia, invited to the table by Calanth, Foltest's little favourite.
Don't you say anything bad about
I heard
her.
you even parleyed with the Emperor of Nilfgaard. Think I'm impressed?
I'm not trying to
Calanth
impress
is
you.
Dead. Neve curses your name when she hears it. Foltest was murdered before your very eyes, and the Emperor, as I heard it, he thought you insignificant.
You don't know the first thing about anything. Yeah. What's your point?
You should know that a king sometimes needs a hired thug to take care of dirtier deeds. If the thug is naive enough, instead of reaching into his purse, the king buys him with virtuous words, the flash of his rings, pledges of friendship. And when, having done his deed, the thug departs, swaggering proudly like a peacock, the king discreetly giggles.
You think I care?
Truly, I never thought you could be so pitiful.
You are so stuck on yourself. You don't even... Get over here. I'm not done with you. Dang it, I need the royal blood. Fine, I'll get out, but I'm coming right back in. I don't care if kings giggle at me. Whatever. He's so stuck on his stupid pride and his stupid honor.
Get out.
Well, shoot. How do I get his blood? I should have just asked him for the blood. I wanted to talk about everything else. Instead, I've just cemented his hatred of me. Alright, well... Okay, that turned out to be less easy than I thought. Because I infuriated him. We'll go back to that later. So, anyone just hanging out in this room? Maybe I can find some clues. Or there might be just nothing. That's an option too. Okay, failed to get the royal blood. We'll give him a little time and come back to it. I mean, if it comes down to it, I could always just pin him down and slice him just a little bit. Get a little bit of blood. For Saskia's sake. Okay, what do we want to do instead? So we could go down. I do want to go down to the mine. What was this one? Talk to Philippa. Yep, or we have... I do want to find these things. That could be cool. Wait. In the world of wraiths, only those relics the ghost had a connection to in life have any meaning. After conferring with Philippa Eilhart, Geralt ascertained that he would need items symbolizing ideas linked to war, specifically objects representing hatred, courage, faith, and death. Wait, did she tell me that? She just said find the things belonging to the dead ghosts. The Witcher thus embarked on a search for the Dunbanner's standard, believed to be the symbol of death, and for a sword that had belonged to the infamous commander named Vandergrift, purported to symbolize hatred. The sorceress promised to find a medallion symbolizing faith and a fragment of a suit of armor that had belonged to the brave Selkirk. Okay, she didn't actually say this yet. I should probably go to her house and talk to her. But, Selkirk. So yeah, his little brother's gonna show up again, and we're gonna have to try and get this suit of armor bit from him. Alright, I think I want to actually focus on this one. We'll give Royal Blood a break, because this will allow us to knock out some side quests in the mine as well. So, what's going on over here, fellas? Oh.
People of Vergen, we have a magical mist full of ghosts just outside our walls, so you'd better think twice before entering it.
Yeah, just stay inside for a while.
May the plague take it. Threatens all manner of creatures, so anyone headed to the quarries or walking through the gullies should take exceptional heed.
Now the quarries are outside of town,
made camp by the burnt huts are not our enemies, so says Saskia. And so it is.
Yep.
Master Geralt of Rivia and Sorceress Philippa Eilhart will deal with the mist and the wraiths. And now, open the gates and get to work.
Okay. Ooh, so I can go out and about. Well, well. I know, I was planning to go to the mines and everything, but we can go explore. We need to. Runduran Square. Here we are. Hello? Okay, so are these what, whose tents are these? No, human enclave. I kind of want to find where all the Scoia'tael are camped out and chat with them. Also, where is Dandelion in all this? It's got to be hanging out somewhere. You okay? She had this look like maybe she was kind of upset about things. What do we got up here? Ooh. That's interesting.
Greetings.
Greetings. Alright. And yes, I'm gonna go all the way to the other side, down these stairs, back up those stairs, and he's probably just gonna say greetings at me, or okay. But, gotta try it, because what if he has something to say? Oh, look at all these flowers over here. That's nice. So, anything interesting going on this side?
Huh?
No? Okay. Where's this go? Old gate.
Greetings.
Who's living back here?
Greetings.
Greetings. Okay. So we've seen, I think, maybe 2 elves now. Do any elves just normally live in here? We've seen all kinds of dwarves. We've seen some people.
Clad like a soldier, had a
There they
feminine face to stir awe. And the breast, a maiden I saw, the Virgin of Eden. Behold,
You're composing poems about Saskia?
Insurgent leader, Saskia. Blah, blah, blah. I don't like
Greetings.
Richard.
Why?
Blah, blah, blah. Greetings.
Greetings.
Kedno.
Greetings. What are you doing out here this late?
Thinking.
Well, I don't want to trouble you, but tell me about it.
About what?
About the approaching fight.
As long as the mist of wraiths is up, there won't be a fight.
Yeah, we gotta do something
I
about
ponder
that.
something else. We women must leave the shadows. When fighting, we're equal to men, but off the battlefield.
You think highly of your skills. Well, yeah, if she fights just as good as men, why wouldn't we believe her? We don't see eye to eye. Okay, this seems like the least offensive thing. I don't want to offend her. I think she's probably got a point.
I'm not sure I understand. Care to explain?
Were I the best strategist and the bravest warrior, they still wouldn't give me an army to lead. And all because I was born a woman.
Maybe Saskia
You're an
can change
exception.
that.
Not many women share your dreams.
They do, Witcher, but they say nothing as they fear being ridiculed. You like being laughed at, singled out in a crowd.
I'm a witcher, a freak. I'm a sensation wherever I go.
So, no, you exaggerate is like the worst, most dismissive thing you could say. The better thing is, it sucks, but the only way you can change it, be the change you want to see in the world. Don't give up.
It won't be easy, but you could try to blaze a trail.
You'd be an
A worthy
inspiration to
endeavor
some.
in itself, I know. Thank you, Witcher. Godspeed.
Nice ponytail.
Thank you. That was kind of a nice conversation to get to have, though. There. Oh my goodness. Okay, we just had a fine conversation, so you really shouldn't be saying that to me. Also, you might want to get out of that column. It doesn't look comfortable.
Like you, for battle prepared in their race's just cause. Their aim to offend.
Boy, this isn't a very nice part of town, is it? Well, it did say Old Gate. Maybe for the most part it's not that used. I don't know if these people actually live here.
Rivian. I've killed Rivians before.
That's nice. Or if,
Greetings.
they're part of... I don't know, are they part of Yorvest's group and this is just where they're hanging out for now?
Most of us don't like humans.
Oh, that's Yorvith there, isn't it? So yeah, this is just where his group's hanging out.
Don't bother me.
Nice ponytail.
Nobody wants you here.
Settle down.
Greetings, Gwynblade.
Greetings, Yorvith. So. Alright, let's talk about all of it.
Tell me about this Dwan for whom the...
Well, we already asked this. Is this just going to be the same thing you said before?
Saskia. She's no Dwan. Certainly not like the others.
Oh, he's got his mask up.
You've seen her. I doubt I need to explain.
She's fighting for a Pontar Valley for dwarves, elves, and humans alike. I thought you despised her.
He already told us that he
I may
supports
only
the
be a
idea of
warrior,
everyone
but
being
I'm no
equal.
Fool. This is the best we can hope for now. And it's better than the Valley of Flowers.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever been there, by the way?
Have you ever been to the Valley of Flowers?
Dulblathana is nothing more than a vassal state of the Nilfgaardian Emperor. They call it the land of free elves, but the Scoia'tael are not welcome. It's another in a string of painful lessons. But a free Pontar Valley could change that. It's been 5 years since the kingdom was established in Dulblathana. Over 2,000 elves have settled there. Do you know how many children they've produced?
Not many.
A dozen or so. It's no longer the Valley of Flowers. It's the Valley of Sterile Elders.
I'd love to see you tell Francesca that.
Alright.
Anything new about Letho?
No, but I wager he's somewhere on the other side of the fog. I can feel it.
You haven't had a chance to explain yourself. Your alliance with Letho. This is a good time.
Well, not really. He needs to track down a poisoner,
to
but...
you, Geralt? I don't know who they are exactly, nor who they're working for. I met Letho 2 months ago. He had escaped his pursuers in Edirn, found me and suggested we trade services. Our scouts and forest hideaways in exchange for the heads of Foltest and Henselt. A good offer to begin with that only became better when we revealed only part of our secrets. It then turned out that Letho was not alone. Seret and orcs were meant to kill Henselt. My warriors were to help them. As you know, this never came to pass.
Roach could be on the other side of the fog.
In that case, I'll finally get him. I came close in Flotsam.
You chose to just humiliate him and walk away instead, though. I think he likes the idea of having, like, a mortal enemy.
Are units like the Blue Stripes common?
The Blue Stripes are uncommon, let me assure you. Efficient, ruthless, and well-led, they're your version of the Scoia'tael. But you're right, there are other units. Each kingdom has a few of them, smaller or larger. They were a reaction to our operations behind the lines during the wars with Nilfgaard. These units recruit only those who have nothing left to lose. They're persuaded it's all for a greater good and are spoon-fed dreams of revenge for the death of their loved ones. They gradually lose any vestige of humanity, kill when ordered to without hesitation. Of course, the same happens to regular soldiers, only these special units actually enjoy hunting elves.
Couldn't it be argued, yeah, that happens with some of the Scoia'tael groups as well?
You're a lot alike, your Scoia'tael and them. You've turned into the same killing machines.
Said a witcher.
Precisely why I know what I'm talking about. I've been stripped of the capacity to experience pleasure from killing. When they made me, someone knew what they were doing.
I doubt anyone knows these days. But thank you for your harsh words. They say the truth heals.
Many a poison can cure, provided the dose is small enough.
That was a pretty cool conversation. It's a good point. It is something he needed to hear. The Scoia'tael in many ways are very like the Blue Stripes and those other Dwan groups that he so despises. It's killing on both sides just strictly because the other side is different. I believe him that he's hoping for better. This dream he has of Saskia in the lead. I think he does want that. In part, like he just said, because it's really the best they can hope for. He can't have somewhere that's just elves, so okay, equality would be nice. But if he wants it to actually be equal, then yeah, he's got to admit that his group can be kind of like the others. So, how long have you guys been? It seems like an enmity that's been building up a while.
Been after him for a while.
Ever since he became leader of the Blue Stripes. During his first mission as commander, he ambushed one of my units, cut it down to the last elf. Surprised me for the first and last time. I've been more cautious since then.
So it's a personal matter.
Well, yeah.
Vengeance. A theme straight out of Dandelion's ballads.
The safety of the Squirtal demands his death. Of the commanders first appointed to such units, he's the only one still alive.
So he's the best they have, eh?
There's no Temerian emblem in your collection.
We should not claim something's done when it is not.
You do realize that a dozen others will replace him when he's gone. Possibly dirtier foes, possibly worse.
Better to have a known enemy, you say. That doesn't apply to Vergen. A more determined demon has never walked upon this earth.
Then why didn't you
the
kill him
longer
when you had the
is
chance?
Active, the better he gets. I must put an end to it.
Alright, other questions. So then... Oh yeah, tell me about Yavin.
I once met another Squirtal leader.
How's he doing nowadays?
Yavin. I knew him. He had beautiful dreams and desperately wanted me to share them. Asked the same of you, I heard.
You know a lot about me.
I try to know as much as I can. About everyone.
I helped him. I found his reasons just.
Because they are. But they're equally unrealistic. Yavin saw combat and killing as poetry, whereas war is prose, with no place for beauty. How is it that we're on the same side today?
Things change. Today I have different goals and different allies. What could Philippa want? Why does she care about Vergen being free, independent?
I am curious about that.
Like all sorceresses, she likes to dabble in
Maybe she
politics.
just wants to have a hand in it from the start.
Not one of them would hesitate to sacrifice another life if it furthered their goals.
Quite a one-sided opinion. All? None? Life's rather colorful. It's not all black and white.
Shades of grey, I think. I have no illusions about mages. You know the fate which the Queen of the Valley of Flowers reserved for the Alvan youth.
To fight for
Enid
Nilfgaard.
Anglina, known also as Francesca Finderbear, another sorceress. In exchange for the creation of an Alvan kingdom in Dolblathana, she sent the Squirtal to be butchered while attacking Nilfgaard's foes from the rear. She had a chance to call it off. She could have opposed the Emperor of Nilfgaard and summoned the squirrels to defend the Valley of Flowers.
Why didn't she?
In the name of a higher purpose. It's what the Emperor wanted. That's why we became bandits after the war. That's why elves are dying, our young murdered by the likes of Roach. And that's why I cannot trust Philippa Eilhart.
Well, I don't trust her either. I have a feeling that she's here because it would work to her purposes. They want to have a sorceress kind of steering along the leader of every kingdom. So if they can forge a whole new kingdom and Saskia at the lead and Saskia owes her a lot and depends on her, well, there you go.
You think you can repel Henselt's army?
No.
What do you mean, no?
The fortifications and dwarven devices are simply not enough to hold off the Kedwenis. They are just too many.
You think we're just... What are we doing this for, then?
To do?
You'll see. One thing I can promise. I won't break any pledge I've made.
No, well, what kind of plan do you have? Maybe I could help. Well, I guess that's it for our questions. Well, it was good talking to you. Certainly interesting. Alright, I think I'm going to go ahead and wind the episode down here. Please like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this. Come back next time. We'll pop back outside, look around some more, now that we can get past that gate. So I want to make sure we've explored all of this part of town. And he made it sound like this is going to be the way to the mines. But really, we're supposed to talk... We need to talk to Zoltan before we go down in the mines. And he's back on the other side of town. Maybe I'll just loop around to explore here, and then we'll run back to Zoltan and run back to... We'll see.